So in this video, I want to talk about the power of manifesting and using your imagination. The other night, I woke up in the middle of the night, I couldn't fall asleep, and I had these ideas come to me. And so I just decided to write them down, and I figured I'd share them with you today because I think it can really help some people. It's kind of like a map that I've maybe subconsciously been using in my own life, and it kind of came to the forefront of my mind the other night, and again, like I said, I figured I'd write them down. So here's what I wrote. I titled it "The Power of Imagination in Creation." Our current reality is an echo of the past, reflecting back to us who we've been energetically. To create a different reality, you must be someone or something different energetically right now. You must ignore your current reality because it does not show you who you are right now. To emit a different energetic signature, you must think and feel differently, because thought with an emotional charge equals your energetic signature, or the frequency that you give off. It all begins with imagination. To consciously create something different, you must imagine what reality you'd like to experience. What is the energetic signature of that reality? What does it feel like to be living it? What does it feel like to experience that? And then you have to be that right now. Be in that state right now. Not from a place of wanting, but from a place of having it now. There is no spoon. So in The Matrix, I don't know if you've ever seen The Matrix, but there's this iconic scene where Neo is going to see the Oracle, who's going to tell him if he's the chosen one or not. And there's a child in the Oracle's house who bends a spoon with their mind. And Neo picks up the spoon, or is looking kind of flabbergasted. And the child says, "You have to first realize there is no spoon." And so what that means is that there's no physical world to change. It's an extension of you. In other words, in The Matrix, the spoon, there was no spoon. It was an extension of Neo's mind, of the child's mind. And so when you can realize that, you realize that what you experience is an extension of your own self-perception and your own energy. And so if you wake up every day and every day feels the same, you're living in the past. You're projecting past experiences and routines onto the future. You wake up in the morning and you're like, okay, I've got all these things to do. You know, you've obviously maybe have appointments or whatever, but if you think that every day is the same, you're just projecting yesterday's thoughts and emotions and routines and behaviors onto today, onto the future. And that assumption or projection is what keeps you acting, thinking, and feeling the same as before. This is what creates the same things, because the future just becomes a reflection of the past. It's whatever you assume it to be, whatever you project it to be. There is only ever right now. The future is predicated on what you're thinking, feeling, and doing right now. And if you project the past onto the future, that's what you're going to get. So you have the power and the free will to change your future, starting with imagination. Imagine what reality you want and begin living from that place now. Change up how you think, feel, and act to align with that reality. There's two things you can do. You can play by the rules of space-time and try and work really hard and see life as the spoon to bend, or change yourself to align with that reality. Move beyond the rules of space-time, because we're all energetic beings in an energetic universe. So when you believe and know reality is shifting to your energetic state, without attachment or fear that it won't, because that attachment, when we attach to something, or it comes from scarcity or lack. I need this to work out. If it doesn't, then I'm not good enough, or whatever subconscious beliefs are going on in our mind. It's that scarcity energy. It's not coming from the truth of who we are. So we have to believe that reality is shifting now without attaching to any outcomes, just knowing. When you can do that, you pull that reality to you much faster. You shrink time. The key is to be present. Live in the now, as if that reality has already come to fruition. No thinking about it, waiting for it, or anticipating it. Just pure presence in the flow of life. You are one with life when you are present. You're not separate from it, which is to say, you're not separate from source energy, creation, the ether, whatever you want to call it, God. You become one with that. That's where insights, inspiration comes from. Follow and serve the flow, inside and outside of you, not clinging or grasping onto anything. And then you take action on your inspirations and insights without delay. Serve what is right in front of you to the best of your abilities without resistance. So you surrender. Surrender is key. When you can let go of your own attachments, you allow yourself to receive insights, ideas, opportunities that are coming your way, whatever it is. But when we're so closed off and attached to a specific outcome, we have blinders on. We can't see that there might be something else coming at us that is actually helping us. We're very, very closed-minded. But through surrender, you become a channel for this higher intelligence to come to and be guided by that. So you serve the flow both inside and outside of you without resistance, without preferences. You let go of your own personal self, your self-concept. A big piece of this process is surrender, allowing it to unfold without interference, resistance, or attachment, without leaning on your own understanding, as it says in the Bible. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, and he will make your path straight. Very important to do that. Trust that it is working out. Know that it is working out. If you know something's going to work out, you're not worried about it. It's like if you order food at a restaurant. You confidently order your food and you let it go. You visit with the company that you're with. You just wait. You just know it's coming. And then it shows up. Through surrender, you let yourself go. And you become a conduit to serve God or the Tao, this higher intelligence, this flow of energy, the universe that you're not separate from. Ask and you shall receive. You plant your desire into the ether through your imagination, the ideas, the desire. You plant that seed and you allow God to show you the path. You don't lean on your own understanding. You allow God to show you the path. You allow that higher intelligence to show you the path, not your own logical thinking mind. This will challenge you. It will change you. It will mold you into the person who can have that reality, that desire. Because the truth is if you were currently the person who could have that desire, you would already have it. Your mindset, your beliefs, your behaviors, you would already have that desire. So when you ask God for something, the universe, you pray for something, you write it on your vision board, whatever, it will come. You will receive. But you will receive the roadmap, the pathway to become the person who can have that. I think it was Jim Rohn. He had a really good quote, and he said, "Become a millionaire for what it will make of you." It's not about the money. It's about who you become in the process. Same thing. You will be molded into the person who can have this. So this is kind of a roadmap that I've used in my life, maybe sometimes without even realizing it. And like I said, the other night, I just had these ideas and I had to write them down. It just kind of came. Wasn't really thinking too much about it, but I'm glad I wrote it down. I hope this helps you. Again, it's kind of like a roadmap to creating the life that you desire, starting with your imagination. So it all starts with your imagination, understanding you're an energetic being, to align yourself energetically with the reality that you desire, to be present and let go of attaching to that desire, law of detachment, to surrender and let go of your resistance to the path of that unfolding, not leaning on your own understanding, but trusting that everything is working out, like life is rigged in your favor, as Rumi said. To serve the flow of life, both inside and outside of you, to the best of your ability. Because when you do that, you will be rewarded with more to come. So as I said, I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video.